Of the Data Roundtable, where we come together as data professionals to talk and share and convive and just be together and see what's going on in each other's data lives or data professional pursuits. That is the whole purpose of a roundtable where anybody can bring up any topic. So I'm happy to be with you here. I'm here to listen. I'm here to facilitate. I'm here to hold space. Whatever you guys want to talk about, I'm here for it. We've had some great discussions this week. What a great week. Where did this week go? This week went really well. Kind of just seems like it flew by. But the weekend's here. That doesn't mean that your learning stops. It means that you're just going to have to do your learning among all your other personal and family activities and things like that. So I hope that you're having some fun. I hope you're getting some rest, but I also hope that you are moving your data career forward in some way. So let me know what you'd like to talk about. Let me know that you're out there. Let me know what's on your mind. What are you playing with? What are you testing? What are you liking? What are you not liking? Plenty of things in the AI world not to like, right? So let me know what you're up to. For me, I love going to conferences. I'm fortunate to live in Las Vegas where there are plenty of conferences here. Um, I thought that I was done with conferences for 2025. Certainly looking forward to 2026 and CES. I thought CES was going to be my next conference, but that all changed yesterday. I did add one more conference to my calendar. I will be going to Microsoft Ignite in November. It's the week of November 17th. So that is something that I'm definitely doing. And you know what? They have a free online version. So make sure you check that out. Microsoft Ignite. You can certainly go in person. And if you are there in person, I'd love to meet you. But they also have an online version that I think is going to be pretty good. And it's going to be, I think the online version is 3 days. So this isn't no rinky-dink conference, guys. I definitely encourage you guys to think about attending. So if you want to do that, you can certainly look into that. But I will be doing that. I will be making the trip out to San Francisco. Uh, Fortunately, I will be able to attend in person. So I look forward to doing that. And I look forward to bringing all of you content from Microsoft Ignite. So looking forward to seeing what they have to say. You guys know that I'm not always a fan of aligning yourself too closely to cloud tools, but you should be aware of them. It's healthy to be aware of them and be an informed person, right? So that's what I'm going to be doing, and looking forward to it. Naruto in the chat says hello. Hello, Naruto. How are you? Welcome back. Pretty sure you've been here before. I think you were here maybe like last week or 10 days ago. So glad to see you back, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know what you're doing this week to improve yourself. So yeah, guys, I'm looking forward to the weekend. I'm gonna, I already spent some time with my dog this morning. I didn't get any coffee today, but that's okay. I got my water here next to me, so I'll have my water, excuse me, to get me through the chat. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the weekend. Naruto says, I'm good. How are you? I'm doing very well, Naruto. Thanks for asking. Very kind of you to ask. I'm doing very well. Can't complain. Can't complain. Where I live, the weather is beautiful. I got my dog next to me. I'm gonna cook some good steak tomorrow. So life is good. I really can't complain. I was busy yesterday afternoon with again my decision to go to Microsoft Ignite. So I'm gonna be so that that caused me to have to look at some planning and different things I have to do when I go to conferences like that. I usually board my dog, so I got to get boarding for him and make sure my dog's going to be comfortable while I'm away and making sure my clients are going to be comfortable. So yeah, I've had a good day. I've had a good day since the last time we spoke. Um, it's always fun to go to conferences. I think that conferences are great, not just for the tech side, but for the people side. I've gone to some excellent conferences this year, and I'm sure that Microsoft Ignite will be the same because they are, obviously put on by a very good conference. Naruto says waiting to see about Microsoft Ignite. Yeah, Naruto. So Naruto, they have an online version that is completely free, zero cost to do their online version, and it's a 3-day conference online. So if you want to look into that, it's certainly a good option. If you can attend in person, that's obviously pretty good too. You know what I love that Microsoft does? If you go to the conference website, they have a letter, like a sample letter that you can send to your boss to like beg your boss to let you go. Like, and it talks about, what the costs are and what the benefits are and all that stuff. It's quite funny, but Microsoft will give you like a sales letter to give to your boss. So yeah, they're certainly trying their best to make this a big conference and get the most number of people there. No, I will be interested to see what their international numbers are, because international travel to the US isn't always easy nowadays. So I will be interested in seeing that. But yeah, Naruto, I'm looking forward to the conference. It's in 3 weeks. It's 3 weeks from Monday. But yeah, that's the next big thing on my calendar, and it certainly took up a lot of my day yesterday when I was, getting all of that information together for my conference profile and all that. Yeah, but beyond that, what else are you working on, Naruto? Feel free to share what you're working on for this weekend, or what you're doing to get better. I know that you're an avid student of data science, so let me know, or anybody else in the chat that wants to share what they're working on. Feel free to do that. And if you're sitting there and you're shy, you can't participate because you don't have anything you're working on, that's not good. That's not good. You got to have something, guys. You got to have something that you're using to move you forward. You got to have something that you're using to say, hey, I may not be ready for a data science job tomorrow, but I can be a little bit more prepared in the next 24 hours. I can be a little bit more educated. I can work on a new model. I can read a couple articles. I can commit to sitting down and reading 2 white papers, or whatever the case may be for you, right? Just have something. Have something in your schedule, in your immediate plans to do something, right? Naruto says, I am working as a software engineer intern in a company. Okay, that's right. I think I remember that, Naruto. Good for you. Good for you. So I really hope that you're learning, that you're open to coaching, that you're taking in as much as you can. Naruto, if you haven't seen it on my Instagram, I do have a guide for interns that I put out there, like how, what to do actually during your internship. But I always tell people that showing that you are coachable is very, very important in those internships. Just learn. Just learn. You are there to learn. No one expects miracles from the intern, right? And that's okay because you're new, right? You're new in your career. But yeah, congratulations on the internship, Naruto. I hope you make the most of it. Just keep learning. No one's going to hurt you for asking questions. It's a good thing to ask questions. So good for you. Naruto says, if starting fresh, what would you recommend taking up conventional machine learning and data science or Gen AI? Naruto, they're not that far apart. They're not that far apart. So first of all, remember, data science is the overall umbrella of everything out there, right? So data science is everything. Machine learning is a subset of data science, right? Now, when you have when you go a little bit deeper into machine learning, now you're going to go into the deep learning approaches, which is generally speaking neural networks, right? And you wouldn't have Gen AI without neural networks, right? Neural networks are the building blocks upon which Gen AI is built. So Naruto, you really can't make the separation between machine learning and Gen AI because they're building blocks of each other. It's like saying, should I study motors or should I study cars? Well, you can't get very far knowing about cars unless you know about motors, right? Because a motor drive is what makes up a car, right? So I hope that analogy makes sense, Naruto, but there is no separation between being studying Gen AI or studying machine learning. They're correlated, right? So yeah, so that's what I would tell you, Naruto. That just um, keep going with what you're doing. I mean, I love that you're on this right track. You sound like you're on a great track. But like Gen AI is built upon the machine learning principles, right? And really, it's all built upon the scientific process. We're always testing, we're always experimenting, right? Um, D Gaia in the chat. Hello, D Gaia. D Gaia says hi. Nice to see you. I think it's your first time, so welcome. Glad you're joining us. Feel free to let us know where you're from, what you're working on. This is the Data Roundtable where we have open discussion. So there's no set agenda here. You can talk about whatever you like, right? So feel free to bring up whatever you like. Mostly we like to hear about people, what they're doing to improve themselves, or what's going on in your data life, right? What's going on in your life as a data professional. Feel free to let us know. Casual Economist says, Ola, how are you, my friend? Thanks for being here in spite of the challenges of notifications. Really appreciate you, my friend. And I'm sorry, I meant to say Dr. Casual Economist. Yes, so guys, for the rest of you in the chat, the doctor has arrived. So, if you have any questions for the good doctor, I'm sure he'll answer them. Gaia says, hi, data. Gaia, what kind of data? What kind of data are you working on? This is a open forum for any sort of data professional. So whatever's on your mind, you let me know. You let me know what you'd like to talk about. I'm always honored that we have such a friendly group of people. I've never really had moderation issues. Every once in a while, there's a moderation issue on Instagram, minor stuff, really. But, people are friendly here, so feel free to jump in with whatever thoughts you have or anything you want to share. We don't really have, fights in the chats or anything like that. So let me know what's on your mind. Yeah. Gaia says hi. Yeah, hi, Gaia. I'm drinking some electrolyte this morning. I'm trying to keep up with my water, my electrolytes, keep everything in balance, Uh, Casual Economist says, what was I a doctor in? JavaScript? I don't remember. Hey, it's your doctorate. Why don't you check your diploma? What does your diploma say? Naruto says, how are you taking care of your health, Dennis, with the sedentary lifestyle? Who says I'm sedentary? Naruto, you have been gone way too long. I'm doing swimming every day. So I think you're wrong on that, my friend. You haven't done your research. But yeah, Casual Economist, what was it the other day? The other day I said something, I think, was it SAS or something like that? And you said that you were going to get a PhD in SAS, particularly because I didn't like it. What was it? I can't remember now what it was. But yeah, Casual Economist, you tell me what that diploma says. It's your diploma. It was your poor choice to get that PhD. So you go ahead and tell me what it's in. All right, guys. So follow me over on Instagram. Would love to see you over there. But as always, please take care of yourselves, take care of your families, and I will talk to you later.